because I knew if I experienced one of those scary episodes, I would not know what to do. So all week I would stay at home and I would only leave the house on weekends with my husband. Even on weekends when we did leave the house, I would feel the dizziness coming on and I would immediately need to leave wherever we are. These times we sat down in a restaurant, I ordered food, and then I would cry hysterically because I had to leave. I was so irrational at this point. Something as simple as going out for a meal was so difficult for me. One day in 2018, I was at our family restaurant when I felt really uneasy and fidgety, but I couldn't figure out why. As the day progressed, I got worse, and I suddenly couldn't hear anyone talking around me. I felt as though I couldn't breathe. I was sweating like crazy. My chest was feeling extremely tight. This was it. I was having a heart attack. I was so sure of it. An ambulance was called, and on the way to the hospital, I began to feel symptoms easing. The only problem was that ambulance staff hadn't done anything to reduce my symptoms. By the time I got to the hospital, I was perfectly fine. A little tired, but that's it. I knew the doctors were looking at me like I'm crazy, but I tried hard to explain to them what I had experienced, without them wondering why my symptoms had disappeared within minutes. I was discharged the next day with no justification as to why I felt the way I did, the day before. I was so tired of feeling like this, so I decided to Google my symptoms, and that's when I realised all signs pointed to me, suffering panic attacks. I can't explain the relief I felt when I realised what I was experiencing had a name and that I wasn't crazy. I decided to look further into the natural treatments and found something called hypnotherapy that had great results for people around the world who were suffering from anxiety and panic attacks. My hypnotherapist talked me through my symptoms and suggested a course of hypnotherapy and body healing sessions where she would encourage me to relax my mind and to focus on where the anxiety I was experiencing was coming from in my body. I learned how to send love to each part of my body that was desperately calling out for my attention. My therapist helped me to replace those negative thoughts I had with positive ones and provided me with the audio tapes to the hypnotherapy so that I was able to listen to it daily, especially when I felt an attack coming on. These sessions have not only reduced the number of panic attacks I suffer, but have also boosted my ability to deal with stressful situations that could potentially trigger a panic attack. I am more at peace with myself and I'm beginning to return to the outgoing, sociable person I used to be. So that was from somebody that I worked with, and I just wanted to share her story in case some of you are listening to this thinking maybe I am having panic attacks but I'm not getting any help, or there's a fear around can treatment actually help you. And also to let you know you're not alone if you have gone through that awful hospital experience or doctor experience where your symptoms have gone quickly and you're made to feel even worse because not only have you got this thing that you are not used to and you're scared of, there are people there not understanding or maybe not even believing you. And unfortunately for many people that I work with suffering with panic attacks and panic disorder, this really does impact other areas of their life. People can gain a lot of weight because they're not leaving the house and not doing social activities. This can take a toll on the relationship, not doing social activities and changes in lifestyle. And if it affects work, then of course it affects the financial impact on the individual and any family. So if you are suffering, I really hope that this encourages you. If you'd like to talk to me, you're so welcome. You can book a free call on my website, nicolabeer.com, or you can email me at nb@nicolabeer.com. And if I can support you, I will. I do a lot of my sessions online remotely, as well as in Dubai. And sometimes people even come in and fly over for 1 or 2 days intensive. And I'm sure there's lots of other good therapists around. Just make sure that you choose somebody that has a positive approach, who has lots of different methods and tools to really support you. From my heart to yours, I hope you've enjoyed this episode and I can't wait to join you next week for the next one. Take care. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Emotions and Eating with Nicola Beer. To book your free eating strategy session with Nicola, get the free eating support audio or donate. If you have enjoyed the show and want to help keep the show flowing, visit www.nicolabeer.com, where you can also find out more about her new system that has helped hundreds of men and women to change their relationship with food and their body, so they experience more peace and love in their life. We wish you an amazing love-filled day ahead.